Well, anytime you play a program like Angola, Coach Thomas has done a fantastic job building that program. They're well coached across the board. What you try to do to prepare for a team like that is make sure your fundamentals are what they need to be, and make sure that our assignments are sound, and taking care of certain people on their team. Number 14 for them is he's a stud, and his little brother's emerged, and defensively they just play good, solid defense and tackle well. So our job is to make sure we just execute and do what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, for you guys, what are you doing well heading into this game? Obviously, you went up to Central Noble last week and beat a team, for the conference title that was also undefeated in small division play.
Well, the emergence of our offensive line has been a real highlight of this season, and people don't talk much about it. But the emergence of our offensive line from the beginning of the year to now has been outstanding. We ran for 260 yards, I think, last Friday night against an 8-man front that we had never seen before. They threw some things together, and that's a credit to that O-line that they were getting after it, and we're certainly proud of their emergence so far this season.
People do talk a lot about the offense because you guys are averaging, I want to say, somewhere between 38 and 42 points a game. But defensively, you guys have really kind of put the clamps on teams this year. What is it about this defense that's allowed you to have this kind of success, and what are going to be some of the keys to slowing down? You mentioned like Tucker Hasselman at the quarterback position. He had a big game last Friday against Garrett. What they do offensively, because they do have a number of players outside of Hasselman that can make plays.
Well, first of all, defensively, Coach Schoon has done an awesome job all year long. We can't just talk about the shutout quarters. All year long they've played outstanding defense. Our philosophy is real simple: do your job. Okay, that starts out. That's day one: is do your job, and then once you've done your job, fly to the football. And our guys have bought in hook, line, and sinker to that philosophy, and I'm real proud of Coach Schoon and the defensive staff and what they've developed throughout this season. As far as what are we going to have to do to win this game, obviously we're going to have to tackle number 14. We're going to have to tackle his little brother that's playing tailback. We're going to have to do some things to confuse the offensive line to make sure that they're not getting 100% reads on where we're going to be at, and hopefully we'll be able to do that.
Because Angola over the last 5-6 years has really had a lot of success in the big division, they're relatively nearby, and this is your last tune-up before the postseason. How important of a game is this for you, knowing there is a little bit of regional rivalry, to go with the fact that, hey, this is a Blazers team that can make a long run in the postseason, and this is your last opportunity to get tuned up before it's win or go home time?
Well, first of all, I want to say that, I coached at Angola from 98 through 2004, so it doesn't take much to get me motivated for Angola. But anytime you get an opportunity to play a good quality opponent as a tune-up right before sectional, we are very blessed to have this game in our schedule. And we are certainly excited about the opportunity to get after it with them on Friday night. I know Coach Thomas will have his team prepared, and I know our guys will do their part and fly around and play good Eastside football.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Nope, I'm good.
Correctly, you guys have played really well. You held Central Noble to just 7 points last week. What is it that you guys are doing well defensively that you're looking to continue this Friday? And how do you slow down Angola, who also has had a good year offensively?
Individually, we're all doing our 111th. We're just following Schoon's game plan, and we're attacking every game like it's our last, because it possibly could be with Corona coming out.
Yeah, when you take a look at winning the small division title last week, clinching it with that win against Central Noble, how important was that for you guys to put together back-to-back conference titles and give you some momentum going forward for the rest of the season?
It was nice winning it, but we know we got bigger plans coming up, and we want to fulfill those plans. So it was a nice little baby step to what we want to achieve.
Last year you guys played Angola tough. It was 14-13. You guys won it here at your place, so you know you're going to get a fight when it comes to Angola. What do you remember from last year's game against the Hornets that you can use this time around?
I remember their big seniors just beating me up pretty bad when I was out playing backer, and I'm hoping we can return what they did to us. I want revenge from my sophomore year from them.
When you take a look at this Eastside team, this is your last chance to tune up before it's win or go home time in the postseason. So how important is it for you guys to play well and kind of shore up some of the things that you want to get shored up before it's win or go home time?
We just want to make sure we all know, no matter like offensive-wise, no matter what defense is in front of us, we know how to block it. Defensive-wise, no matter what offense is in front of us, we know how to defend it and what our 1/11th is all around the board.
How much are you looking forward to this game? Because it's, they're not too far away. It's a regional rivalry. They've had a lot of success in the big division. You guys have had a lot of success in the small division. It's kind of like a budding rivalry game between you two.
I'd say I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping that we should come out with the win against them.
In your eyes, what's the biggest factor that'll play into you guys getting a victory or not on Friday?
If we all stay on our assignments and fulfill our 1/11th every play.
What is it overall, though, that makes this Eastside football team click? Because you're 7-1, the only loss is to a much bigger Concord team on the road in overtime in a game that materialized the week of. What is it that makes this team special to the point that we could be talking to you in 3-4 weeks later on in the postseason?
I'd definitely say our team chemistry between everyone, because a couple years ago we had a bunch of individuals that wouldn't want to play together, and this group has came together and became an amazing group to be around.
Really, this Friday night, it's all about discipline, and really this year we've had a little bit of problems with penalties, and so we need to cut back on those. And really, coach just has a winning mindset, and he passes it on to us. We really like to, just embrace that and try to play our hardest every down like it's our last. Basic stuff, and really, it's mostly fundamentals. Little things that he preaches on every single day, and that really helps us. In the long run, like it is. Obviously the ending score of the games is just like that, the way they are.
How much of a feather in the cap is it for you guys now that you've gotten a second straight NECC small division title, which you clinched last week against us? How much of a momentum builder is that going forward?
Really it does help a little bit. We do, we practice hard and we play hard, and really this year we just want to continue like same success as last year, maybe go a little further. We just really Coach just implements us just playing hard, and not really about winning. It's just about the next play. The next play, it's not really about overall winning. We just love to get out here and play, especially now that, it's my last year, and so, yeah.
Angola came to your place last year. It was as close as it can get. It was 14-13. You guys won. What do you remember about that game? What can you use from that game this second time around playing Angola in the last 2 years to make sure that you guys come out on?
Last year we didn't come out as physical as we should, and I feel like we were just worried about playing our best game than rather just playing each down, and that resulted in being a really close game. Really, again, it's fundamental things. This year we want to go out, play physical, play fast, go 100%, and the score should take care of itself.
This is a nice budding rivalry between these two programs. You're talking about in the last 5-6 years, they've been competitive pretty much every year for the Big Division Championship. You guys have been competitive for the Small Division Championship. They're 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes up the road. So what is it about kind of playing a team like this that kind of gets your juices flowing for a Friday night?
Really, like you said, we're kind of close in distance, and, some players may hang out with other ones and stuff, and just it's fun, competing, and especially being this close together. We can always see, rival teams like that, and it's just a good feeling to know that we're better than them, really.
Final question: when you take a look at this game, obviously, you guys won your first sectional championship as a program last year. You want to make a further run this season. This is your final tune-up before it's win or go home time.
Yeah.
So how important is it to play well this Friday night to make sure that you're ready for what you'll see in the postseason in round one to hopefully further?
It is super important because Coach has been preaching that since probably game one, that we need to every single step, just like I said earlier, it's one step at a time, and this is a pretty good game, and we need to really focus up because we're going to play some really good schools postseason, and so we got to get our focus up, and really, it comes down when it comes down to it, we need to be ready, and these games like these will help us prepare for the future.